Story 1. Going to see our local theater's production of Christmas Carol, and then drive around the city with friends to look at Christmas lights. My husband is staying home to make homemade lasagna for us when we get home. It's cold and snowy here. Story 2. A good one. I woke up around 5:30 a.m. I made some breakfast. Now I'm grinding Fortnite ranked. Later today, my wife and I are going to be working for DoorDash for some extra cash. Then we will probably come home and watch a good horror movie. Then go to sleep. It's going to be a great Saturday. Story 3. One filled with complete anguish. I just lost my 15-year-old chinchilla, and I feel like it's all my fault. I am in a nightmare and don't want to live. This pain is unbearable. Story 4. I'm going snowboarding today. It will be the first time I go by myself since my friends all have severe social anxiety and are afraid to leave their houses. Story 5. If my car makes it, as I am waiting for snow tires, I will be going to a friend's place for the first time for coffee. Another friend is also supposed to come. We all ride horses together, but now we are extending the friendship beyond the barn. I'm very hopeful that the snow lets up. I'm disabled and don't see many people. I'm very much looking forward to a visit. Story 6. Watching Texas versus Georgia SEC championship game and either celebrating or crying but drunk either way. Oh, and play some Indiana Jones, Marvel Rivals, Stalker 2, and 9 Souls. Story 7. We like to go on day trips on weekends to explore. Driving 2 hours away to a small town with my wife to check out their Christmas offerings, shops, and restaurants. Story 8. A very sad one. I am putting my dog down tomorrow morning. I called out of work today so I can lay on the floor with her and spoil her silly and cry. I'm thankful for the 12 years I had with her. Story 9. A fun one. My school is having its annual holiday craft sales show, so my husband and I are going. Then we are going to Costco, Trader Joe's, and back home to finish decorating the house. I'm excited. I hope everyone has a wonderful Saturday. Story 10. Trying to work overtime. I'm a single-income household with my wife and 3 daughters. I'm a paramedic at $23 an hour, and on Saturdays they give us an extra $4 per hour on top of overtime, so I'm effectively at $38.50 today. Story 11. It is supposed to snow a lot today, and my wife and I are both off, so I ran out for eggnog and vanilla whiskey. It is going to be a Christmas movie and reindeer onesies day as we watch the snow fall and decorate our tree. The way our schedules work, we barely get any days like this in December, so we will definitely be making the most of it. Story 12. A very relaxed one. Moved into a new apartment last weekend. I plan on doing absolutely nothing, except relaxing with my wife, smoking cannabis, and watching random things on YouTube. Our son will be going with his grandmother, so we don't have to worry about anything. Story 13. It was all right. Spent most of the day in bed trying to recover from Friday night. I'm still a little under the influence. I drank a lot of coffee, like 12 or more cups. Story 14. Relatively low-key. Going to a holiday arts market to look for a few gifts maybe. Back home to set up for a recording session tomorrow, and then back out later for tacos with a friend. Story 15. Mine was warm. We're at the start of summer now, and it was 4 degrees warmer than was forecast. It took us all a bit by surprise and made me realize I really have to get moving on making my summer shirts. Story 16. Hopefully, equal parts productive and lazy. Test drive a car and decide if I want to purchase it or not. Grocery shopping, house chores, yard work, and dog snuggles. Story 17. I'm running a 5-kilometer race dressed as the Grinch, taking my kids to see Santa on a train, going to the winter market downtown, and ending the night with a Christmas pantomime. Busy holiday season Saturday. Story 18. Severe weather warnings for wind, so not much. I was hoping for a run, but don't fancy getting blown off a cliff. I've done some more work on my do-it-yourself Gnawholes, Warhammer, Skaven terrain, putting up the tree in a bit, and might watch the Penguin television series with a cup of tea afterwards. Story 19. Going to see my son dance in a community event in town, then planning on watching a Christmas movie with the family and getting takeout, so I get to have one day of my life off from cooking. Very happy about that part. Story 20. A busy day. I have to go cut down a few trees and then come home to make a fire to clean my cast iron. So, lots of little tasks, which is actually pretty nice. Story 21. Volunteered to work this parade. Then taking my daughter and grandson to dinner while my wife is out of town. Come home and enjoy some scotch and video games until I am ready to go to sleep. Story 22. Taking the kids to ballet, attending the Christmas symphony with some friends, cleaning the kitchen, pretending I am going to stay up to game only to fall asleep in the chair in the living room. Story 23. A new one. My wife is 38 weeks pregnant today. We have some family coming to town that we have not seen in a while. Other than caring for my wife, the only thing I really have to do is study for and schedule an exam for some continued education related to work. No matter what happens, it will be a good Saturday, full of love, laughter, learning, and maybe a good beer to end the night. Story 24. A really good one. I always do a double on Saturday mornings, bar, then booty yoga. Then I get myself a coffee and do whatever I want all day, since my boyfriend usually works. Today I am going to color and go for a walk and possibly food prep. Story 25. Currently getting some McDonald's for breakfast. On my way to play disc golf and get morning drunk. Go home, take a nap, and probably watch movies the rest of the day. Story 26. One that gets progressively messy. Just had lunch with my aunt I've not seen in years. Now on my way to the countryside with a load of people for a walk and pub crawl. Then back into town for a Christmas party at a venue where I work. Free bar, pub quiz, karaoke, the Lughole Olympic Games, and then DJs after. Story 27. I am at a car service appointment now. Later on, I will go for a run before settling in to watch college football and try our homemade jalapeno-infused vodka. Story 28. The usual. Go for coffee on my way to the market to get food. Back home to do some cleaning and laundry. Head back out again to find some Christmas clothes. And back home again to game, eat, and drink. Story 29. Going to play Call of Duty, hang out with my twin and play guitar with him, then go sledding with my partner and their little sisters. I think today's going to be pretty alright. Story 30. Just had it, first full Saturday off in a while. Ate a corn dog, played a bunch of guitar, beat a pain in the ass boss in Dragon Quest III, and discovered a new Japanese punk band. Basically the best day ever. Story 31. Grocery shopping with the wife, edibles, some chores, some baking, hopefully some intimate time, but the wife has homework and finals next week. Mentally preparing for a 12-mile ruck tomorrow. Story 32. Productive and happy. My wife and I have a list of things we are going to do together, half of them fun, half of them domestic chores that are fine to do. Story 33. It's a business day where I live. If we have a public holiday falling on a Tuesday or Thursday, we are required to work a designated Saturday beforehand and get the connecting Monday or Friday off for a 4-day weekend. Incidentally, we also need to do the same for Christmas Eve, so we have business days on December 7th and 14th, then get December 24th, 25, 26, and 27 off, plus the following weekend. This means that if you take 1 day of paid time off for the 23rd, you can take December 21st to 29th off completely, or for 2 days of paid time off, your last business day in 2024 is Friday the 20th. Bonus points, I work from home, and most of my team is in a different country without these crazy rules, so they are off. It's 3 of us sending memes on our communication platform and keeping the mouse move so we look present. Story 34. Going on a short run and then running around finishing up a list of errands that I have not been able to complete. I am actually kind of excited about it. One of my stops is a little shop that specializes in locally produced food. Then tonight I am getting together with my mom, sister, and nieces to watch a terrible Christmas romantic comedy. Should be a good day. Story 35. I am currently lying in bed because my kids have miraculously decided to sleep in today. Once they are awake, I will get up and make us some cinnamon rolls for breakfast. It is really cold and rainy today, so we will light a fire in the fireplace, and I will make a big pot of chicken and dumplings for dinner tonight. I am also going to spend part of today making bread to go with dinner. My husband and I started a do-it-yourself project last weekend. We are putting up board and batten in our entryway, so we will finish that this weekend. We will play with the kids all day and stay inside where it is warm and cozy. Story 36. Made corn muffins with the kid. Doing the Home Depot Kids project with the kid. Watching Premier League with the kid. Then hide out for a bit in the man cave with a beer later. Story 37. Living in the moment with appreciation of my life and family journey. Some bad news is coming for me this week. She doesn't know I know, but I do know. Just gonna pretend and savor it for a bit. Story 38. A Christmassy one. Decorating inside and finishing outside. Getting our tree. And the part I'm looking forward to the most. 4 families are coming over for pizza and this awesome lights parade that passes our house. My daughter is 2 and a quarter. She is so into Christmas this year. Story 39. So far, drinking a warm cup of tea, then going to the gym. I do not want to go, but I am going to. Calling a friend to catch up on her treatments later, and in between trying to let my emotions just flow. The kids are at their dad's, so I can kind of shut down a little. Story 40. Try to enjoy my day after having almost 2 weeks off from work. Try not to think about issues that are going on in my life. Probably play some video games since my spouse and some of our kids are going to see my spouse's parents. Soon I will take our oldest to their job. Maybe do some yoga or tai chi, as long as my messed up back doesn't hurt more than it does now. Story 41. Got a dance recital for my almost 3-year-old, putting in an hour or 2 for the startup I work for, then ending the day at a Christmas caroling event before putting the kids down and spending time with my wife. Story 42. Cold. But I'm going to bear with it and go for a run anyway, and then maybe buy some groceries. I should probably vacuum my basement. I don't know why the last owner put so much carpet down there. Story 43. Going to be writing a final exam that I did not study for in 4 hours and 5 minutes. All the questions are short answer, so I am just waiting for the death sentence at the moment. Story 44. Meeting up with a friend I haven't seen in a while. We are going to do a tasting at a gin place and then maybe go out for seafood afterward. After that, I need to finish shopping for my wife's birthday, and then I'll head home. Story 45. The same thing I do every Saturday. Laundry, clean up my kitchen. I need to rotate out what my dad isn't eating with what he is. Otherwise, I'm just losing space. The trash needs to be taken out. I need to find something to do with all this excess Tupperware people keep giving me. I appreciate swapping food, but please take back your containers. Story 46. Sitting in the parking lot of a swimming competition, waiting for them to finish so I can take them home. I am a school bus driver. Watching the parents trying to make decisions on where and how to park is quite entertaining. Story 47. I don't know. My daughter decided to wake me up at 5 a.m. from the deepest and most restful sleep I've had in weeks. She's cute though, so whatever. Cooked a nice breakfast, going to watch the Southeastern Conference Championship. Go Longhorns. Fun day. Story 48. Busy. Watching my 2-year-old this morning, setting up some Christmas lights, taking cookies to the neighbors, virtually attending a wedding, and then maybe going to a Christmas party. Story 49. Just got off work a bit ago from an overnight shift. Now I'm in bed, wearing pajamas, toasted as anything, eating a gas station breakfast sandwich and watching the Carrie Diaries. It's going to be the best Saturday, including my impending nap. Story 50. I just arrived in America to visit my family, and now I'm as sick as a dog. So I'm going to play Civilization 6, use my vape pen, and be taken care of by my parents. Overall, it should be a good day. Oh, and probably have an accident. Story 51. Dead dirty for me. Doing this holiday hayride thing with my family, including sister and nephews, as well as Mimi, my mother. Then later today my wife is going to a friend's moss thing, and I'm going to be watching the boy. Story 52. Taking my 6-year-old to a birthday party, going out to eat, then going to meet Santa for pictures. I consider this fun, depending on our moods throughout it all. I get to socialize with my friends at the party. Food is great. Maybe Korean barbecue. She shares the love for Asian flavors with me. And watching her see Santa is magical. Story 53. I woke up wanting to sketch, but it seems my cat has run off with my eraser again. So I think I'll just start making breakfast for everyone instead. Laugh out loud. Story 54. Might go to Union Square today. There is a pop-up Christmas village. Get a hot chocolate and shop, and maybe when it gets darker, go to Rockefeller Center and see the Christmas tree all lit up. Story 55. A great one if a few folks would be kind enough to support my small business. I am an independent AmSoil dealer, and if you folks would follow this link and make a purchase, it would really help me grow my business. Story 56. I have work in a few hours and haven't gone to sleep yet, so that's rough. But this dental assistant girl I'm seeing just grabbed from her work some throat-numbing spray for after our date later. So I'd say it's going to be a pretty damn good day. Story 57. I had an accident with my bike. Thankfully, it was not bad even though I rolled over. I just scratched my knee and hurt my left arm a bit, and the bike is not damaged in the slightest other than some scratches. Story 58. I am planning to have a pretty chill Saturday. Maybe spend the morning catching up on some shows, hang out with friends later, and then wind down with a good book or some music. Story 59. Fighting a cold? Yay, antibiotics. The wife is taking our older girl to a birthday party, and I'm taking our younger one to a play place. Then lunch and nap for them. I'll buy some cryptocurrency and try to knock out some Christmas shopping, but really zoning out while listening to Buckethead, cashing in a $20 lottery ticket win, and buying a pack of Cardsmith currency cards for fun. Story 60. Productive as finishing my structural modeling lingering assignments for final submission. I worked hard on the big final project and got a 100. Super motivated to finish strong. Story 61. Been up all night doing cocaine, about to make breakfast, then adopt a dog hopefully, craft day with friends, then getting supplies to make sushi tonight. Maybe see Wicked.